So here we are on another scouting mission. Not too far from where I live, actually. There's another Wiltshire Wildlife Trust location. And I'm just going to check it out. I'm hoping, since it's a woodland, there might be some opportunities to catch some birds. And also the River Biss flows right outside my balcony, actually, but it also flows down through this wood. So once we get out of this little industrial area and across the canal, we'll be almost there. I don't know whether you can make that out there, but there's a little robin sitting eating some seeds. Oh, it's just flown off. There's the Kennet and Avon Canal, and we're going to be walking along this other side of it to get to the entrance to the nature area. So, down there is the River Biss, which marks the edge of the nature reserve, which we're heading to on the left of the river. And that nature reserve was gifted to the Wiltshire Wildlife Trust by the Alex Moulton Trust. Alex Moulton, if you didn't know, is the man who invented the suspension system for the Mini. He also invented the Moulton folding bicycles. So it's nice to see that all those people that bought cars and bicycles have in some way contributed to the natural landscape of Wiltshire. Well, there's plenty of bird song. Haven't spotted any yet. So just walking along the canal just now, heading towards the entrance. So welcome to Widbrook Wood, and we're going to walk along the edge up the River Biss until it joins the River Avon. Let's head down to the river. That is a rather nice S-bend. I don't see a great deal of interest. Might get a shot from here, but in the meantime, let me carry on to the head. Now that might be the better view. Those trees right on the bend, adding some kind of interest. And these grasses and reeds adding maybe a little bit of foreground. So, let's see if we can get a shot from here, see what it looks like. So I've come up the bank a little bit. I wanted a little bit of height so I can see more of the river beyond these little reeds. And let's try it out and see what it's like. And foreground's a little dark, so I'm just going to bracket this a little bit. Okay, so that's 3 shots at a 40th, an 80th, and a 100th of a second. So I should be able to bracket those together. And I think it's quite a nice scene. I'm really enjoying this bend in the river there. Hope you can make that out. I've got the other camera set up showing you that. Well, if it's any good, here's the shot. I'm just going to wander along the riverbank to the right, first of all. See what I can see at this next part of this S-bend. Couple of butterflies. Signs of something here. I don't think we've released any beavers around here, so I suspect kids have been trying to chop down a tree. And sadly, as always in the UK, people just dump their rubbish anywhere. Now, this is sad to see in a nature reserve. I was hoping with these banks that we'd see some indications of kingfishers' burrows, because they nest inside holes in the bank, and this has got an earthy and quite steep bank, so I was hoping we might see some signs. So nothing in this direction, I'm afraid. So we'll head on back past the bend and walk along the other bank. So I walked up the other bank a little way, and again, no signs of anything. But I have seen some birds ranging. I saw something hovering a little while ago. So I came back to my little perch, back at the bend in the river, slightly under the trees so that I don't stand out, in the hope that with the 500mm, I might get a shot of some birds. Nothing so far. So while there's nothing much happening here, I just checked on photo pills, and this sort of S-bend from over there a little bit points roughly to where the sun will rise. So this might well be a really nice sunrise location. So might come back here for a sunrise sometime. This is definitely a location that needs a little more time spent getting to know it. It's quite nice. And while walking through the woodland, I heard all this bird song. Haven't seen much sign of it now down here. Now, I thought we might have had some raptors out at these open areas. Thought we might have had on some of these twiggy little trees around some smaller birds. So you can hear them still, just no sign of them. I have got some camo netting, so I could make a little makeshift hide. See whether that helps. Anyway, it's nice and pleasant sitting here. Even in this partial shade, it's actually quite warm. So I'm going to sit here for a little while and see if anything does appear. I knew it would be worth sticking around. Just shot a kite. Yeah, this spot definitely quite a good one to sit in, I think. Definitely needs coming back. So, well, stay here a little longer, see if that kite comes back or see if anything else turns up. Well, of all my videos, the ones that have attracted the most views are the wildlife ones. Now, whether it's just the Singapore wildlife or whether it's any wildlife, I'm not certain. But I do enjoy wildlife photography. So I'll be doing a bit more of that, I think. I think that means a few more trips to these Wiltshire Wildlife Trust locations. Now we've got the place just down in the road towards Salisbury. It's about 20-25 minutes drive, called Langford Lakes. I've been there, went there with my grandson late last year, and I did get a few shots and some video, not enough to make a video for YouTube yet, so I'm gonna head back down there, and I'm definitely coming back to this location again. So I think I'll give up on this little spot for the moment. I'm gonna head into the woodland and see whether there's any small common birds around, robins and chiffchaffs and finches and, well, let's go and see if we can find anything. I'm wondering whether any of these fallen logs will attract any birds to perch. Let me stay around here for a little while and see. Well, not much. I did see either a blue tit or a great tit, but didn't get a chance to shoot it. It landed on a tree and I got my camera ready and it flew away. I did get a nice shot of a great tit the other day, so I'll stick that one up in the meantime, so you know what kind of bird I'm talking about, more than anything. So we'll just carry on along the riverbank for a little way. Now that field on the other side of the river there is where I saw that kite over the top of it. So I'm hoping, since I'm a bit closer to it now, it might come back. But oh, look at the state of the river down here. Look at this. That's terrible. It looks as if it's pretty much blocking the flow of the water entirely. That's such a shame, and it really needs to be cleared up. So, leaving the river behind, heading back into the woods a little bit to see whether I can find a suitable perch and somewhere where we might see some woodland birds. So I found a nice little perch, fallen log here. I'm just going to sit here for a little while. It's quite open, so there should be enough space for the birds to fly in and out. Well, it's just a common or garden pigeon. I'm sure I can hear something. See if I can find it. There it is. Not sure what that one is. I'll have to check when I get home. Some kind of finch, I think. What a pleasant place to sit and spend an afternoon. Definitely worth coming back. And quite possibly bring a stool and the cam net. There's plenty of trees. I should be able to hang the cam net up between trees and keep reasonably hidden behind it. Well, I think this is definitely an area that warrants some further exploration. This has been an afternoon well spent coming out to see what this is like. I definitely want to come back. But for now, I think I'll head back to the car. And we've come up from the riverbank, so we're almost up at the canal. Won't be too far. Quite a lot of woodland to get through, but we're not too far. Walk back along the canal bank, head back to the car, get home, and see if those shots of that kite came out. Right, let's make our way back to the car. So we're almost back at the car now. Very pleasant afternoon. As always, thanks for watching. Leave us a comment if you think that place is worth exploring further. And always, I'd be very grateful if you give me a thumbs up or even subscribe. In the meantime, I'm going to go back and see if I can process any of these. And thanks for watching. See you on the next one.